Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. I'm just jamming out here with my amazing Spark Go little amp here. I just love this thing. I should have learned these 7, concepts when I was, beginning guitar. These are thinking back, I do, think back, to when I started to where some of the things that I'm able to do now. I'm not anywhere near great or perfect or anything, but I just really enjoy playing the guitar, and I like to share with everybody with what I know, and share what I know with everybody. Excuse me, I'm a little tongue-tied tonight. So the first thing would be, like a basic warm-up schedule. Like when you first pick up your guitar, just wake your fingers up a little bit. I like to use this little chromatic exercise with alternate picking, meaning down, up, with each note that's fretted. 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know what level you're at, but say you're able to do that. This is, geared towards beginners, but say you get to the bottom. The idea is to shift up one set of frets and then come back down. Down, up. My fingers are getting a little sloppy there. It's a late Thursday night here. But the idea is, if you're new to guitar, it's to just get some fluidity with your fingers and, syncing your pick hand up with your fretting hand. And there's, different combinations that you can do. Here I'm jumping it, so I'm going 3, 5, 4, 6. You can start, say you go 6, 5, 7, 8. 6, 5, 7. So you're kind of going from the inside out. Another one I like to do is this diagonal, kind of like diminished sound. But I'm going, say I'm starting here at the 5th fret on this A note. I'd go 5, 6, 7, 8 in a diagonal. And then my next move would be my index finger would come down below to the 6th fret on the G string. And I'd climb my way back up. 6, 7, 8, 9. So that one will really give your hand, a good workout. Another thing to think or consider is, shit, I think I just knocked myself out of tune here. Is kind of stretching out your hands. Just kind of get that bottom part of your forearm kind of stretched out. So another thing is that I wish I would have learned early on with approaching the guitar or learning guitar is movable scales, whether major or minor. And let's just look at kind of the top 3 strings. So if I had so if this is my root here, my G note at the 3rd fret, pinky's up here, A note, 2nd fret, B note on the A string, 2nd fret, C, D, 2, 4, 5, would be E, F sharp, G, in the key of G. Had a flub in there. This would be considered a 3-note per string scale. I mean, if I were to continue. But the idea is, these movable scales, like if I can play it there, well, then I can play it anywhere, right? Meaning, if this is G, then I could start it, say here at B at the 7th fret. Or say I'm here at E at the 12th fret. Sounds like some Christmas bullshit. Anyway, so that would, just be a simple root, major 2nd, major 3rd, 4th, 5th, your 6th, 7th, back to your root. Say you had a minor scale. So a simple one would be, just having say your 3rd fret, 5th fret, 6th fret, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 3rd, 5th. If we're just, right now we're just talking about the top 3 strings. So that's my root, major 2nd, flat 3rd. Here's my 4th, 5th, flat 6, flat 7, back to my root. The scale we looked at before, this major shape, if you can play your bar chords, which is something, else I wish I would have learned, but we'll get into that in a minute. But, say you have this G chord, you can use, those little chord shapes, within that, to create something. So say we have our A minor. You can use that over that, say there's a progression. You need to come up with some sort of riff or, whatever over those particular chords as they're going by. You can use those simple little shapes. Another thing that I wish, I would have caught on to is, strumming in time, or what I like to call, or whatever, what's known as, you would consider the 8th note strum. So let's take a look at that. So say we have, a chord. Say we have this, we'll go back to this G chord. And say we're thinking quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4 on that down strum. Our 8th note would be if we were to strum up. So say we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and maybe the chord progression wouldn't stay that way throughout the entire song, but I'm just giving you an example of something, as a beginner guitar player, something that I wish I would have caught on, within at least, say, the first year or first couple of months, to have some kind of direction, So say you have, once again, our quarter note strum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. But if we were strumming eighth note pattern, say we have a 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or let's try it this way. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2. So, just simple strumming patterns like that when I first started would have been, sort of monumental. So if you're new to guitar, look into, different videos on chord strumming and the patterns that are involved with different songs and basic songs that kind of teach you different lessons on, how to stay in time or stay, on the beat as you strum. So moving in, say you're new to guitar, bar chords is something that I wish I would have caught on, early on. Say, off the bat, you get into guitar and you learn some of these basic open chords down here and first position. So for instance, say we take our basic E chord. Say we flip it around this way and we build it with our ring finger up top. And we have our index available. So now we can kind of move that shape onto the fretboard where our finger has now become this part, the nut of the guitar. If I remove my middle finger, it becomes a minor chord. Say we're thinking of our fifth string, our A string root, and we're thinking of like this basic A shape. Let's say we're able to bar it with our ring finger this way, and then we can use our index finger here to plug in our new root. Or we have our minor shape with that open A. It can become a minor chord with this fifth string or A string root. So this would be, B minor, C minor, D minor, E minor. That leads me to something else, if somebody would have or if I would have learned somewhere, if I would have got the right direction or the right books or right whatever, knowing, this is before going to lessons, just, kind of messing around with it, but to help excel as a beginner, if I knew that this is my E string, this would be F, G, A, B, C, D, E, and then at the 12th fret the string repeats. Or if I'm here at the A string, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. So just knowing those roots, and some of the first things I learned were like little power chord shapes, and just knowing where to go would have been monumental. This also makes me think of like an octave. So an octave comes out of your scale. So say you have G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, G to G. That's your octave right there. So this shape is telling me the name of the fret note on the D string. So that'd be A to A, B to B, C, and so forth. I could do it here on on this D string as well, I would just have to jump up a fret. So say this note here is my G note. My next G note would be down here on the B string at the 8th fret. B, C, D, E, F, G. So yeah, and another thing would have been nice to to kind of get into would thinking of like string articulations. I was kind of demonstrating most of this in the beginning jam, but bending strings, hammer-ons, slides, pull off to a hammer, vibrato, taking the pitch in and out of phase on the string. And that's a whole technique in itself. But so yeah, those are some of the things that, I wish I would have focused on early on, as opposed to just trying to learn a bunch of songs through a bunch of sloppy tabs on all these sites that I would dig through. So I hope some of this information really helps you out. I hope you hit the subscribe. I hope you like this video. Leave a comment. You like it, you hate it, doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep putting them out. So thanks for watching. Take care.